All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button if it's available to you, and YouTube will help you along the way. So as you saw by the title, Omari Hutchinson turns down England. We're going to get into that as well. And also Cadamarteri, how long has he been on the radar of England? We have gotten more information on that. And at this point, Mace Greenwood is in the eyes of England as well. Wow. So all of that we have to discuss, and also look at the big clashes coming up and the rest of the Reggae Boyz getting prepared for the Concacaf Nations League. All right, because everyone has to leave that pitch fit in order for us to have a good team in the end. All right, so 23 listed, but we have to see them over the line. All right, so let me start by bigging up everyone in the chat. I know it's Sunday and a lot of people took their time out to come here, so thanks very much. And for persons that's watching it after this, thanks very much as well. Give your take on all of the subjects that we're going to be talking on. Minister Nashan, happy Sunday to you. Float Management, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Martin Baker, massive respect for being here, big boss. Bessas Documentary, big up yourself for being here. Brian Burke in the building, and we have Parky in the building as well, as his thumbnail up, and it's amazing. JT Vivo checking in. Dwayne Morrison, all right. JD, is the younger striker coming? Bailey, I don't know. I am still not sure. I saw someone sent me an article, but I'm going to just go off what I have to know, and then I will continue researching and trying to call people to figure it out. But I'm not going to tell her that I know and I have it at first and when I don't. All right, so David in the building and Corey as well in the building. Let me start with this one now. Let me start with this one. So this is the one that I wanted to get out of the way because he's not fully in our setup as yet. So let me start with this one. Gate open. Gareth Southgate refuses to rule out controversial England return for Man U outcast Mason Greenwood. All right. Three Lions boss has also had his say on transfer move. But continue right here. Gareth Southgate is not ruling out a possible England return for Mason Greenwood after this summer's Euros. All right. A police investigation into the Manchester United forward was launched in January 2022. Which you guys know all about that, but we are going to still go through it. Charges of attempted assault and controlling after a coercive behavior were later dropped. Greenwood, whose one cap came in 2020, has been rebuilding his career on loan in Spain. And asked about his international situation for Greenwood, Three Lions chief Southgate said, "I don't think it's something for pre-Euros." So definitely they don't want him in and around the Euros at this point because everything is so fresh. Allowing him to get his career going again abroad appears to have been a good move, but I have not tracked it closely. At this moment, it would be a big distraction for the team. Let's see where that leads next season. I would need to know more details about the whole thing before it was an option. Greenwood, 22, was loaned to Getafe last August. He has 8 goals and 5 assists in 26 matches for the La Liga side. It remains to be seen whether United will look to sell Greenwood permanently in the summer window, with a number of Spanish teams interested. All right. So what we said that was not possible, I guess it is a possibility at this point, people, because the guy is doing so well. They are looking to get him back in the England setup, but definitely not now, due to the fact that it will cause too much controversy and the rest cannot actually work with it. So I would say this is the point that we have to be in his ears, let him know that, yo, you don't have to wait for next year, and clearly people don't want you at this point. So, and the boss for England Gareth Southgate has to wait on people to clear roads for you if it's possible. So you're going to be taking one more year off your career just to know if you can play back for England. So we have the door here open for you, so you are welcome. And that's why when I had talked on the last video, that was what I was trying to explain to people. All right, so it is good that they do have him on this listing. So if Jamaica is interested, they will put out the extra work right there. All right, they have not said anything about Greenwood want to play for England. All right, yes, so this is the time for we to pick in and around and make him know that you're welcome now, you're important now. All right, and that important thing will return back in this video. Stephen said, blessed JD, City to the semi-final in the FA Cup. Yes, man, but that's a given, you know. That's like every single time. You know, David, JD, some man too jumpy and put out content without evidence or fact. Well, as you know, everything takes time. All right, England has declared war on our recruitment. Well, it's they have spent so much millions of dollars on their English football, and obviously they saw Nigeria and Jamaica are the heaviest ones benefiting off these talents. Yes, Nigeria and England and Jamaica are the ones that are heavily relying on these talents. Nigeria taking good advantage of it. Jamaica as well, because when you look at all Jamaican teams, majority of the players are actually from England, to be honest. So Jamaica is taking advantage of it, and obviously these players are quality players, not like others think that they are rejects. Clearly these guys are not rejects, because every single one of them we are talking about, England wanted them. So let me switch over to Bailey Cadamarteri as well, because I have a document here from literally January. And let me read it right here. So, because I had told you guys that Jamaica was trying. So, let me give Jamaica credit, because Jamaica was trying to get him. Maybe a little bit after I'm talking about him. You know, yes. So, that is very, very good. This is the time we need a professional JFF to support the guys doing the recruitment and support the coaching staff. I have to agree right there, because now England is definitely trying their best to stretch out their thing. What I do see them doing now, they're promising people position. So because they can't put everyone in the national team, they start to put them down to U23s, U21s, U19s. You have star players in U19s. You have star players in U19s. You have star players that values over 10 million, 12 million in U19s. So that's what they're trying to do, to kind of coerce them into this thing. And a lot of them turning it down worldwide to go to worldwide countries. All right. So that is amazing. They are turning it down on a rapid rate to go to the African countries to play now. So it's a new thing for players to turn it down for England. So I don't think England has the same pull as what most people thought, and they're trying to sell to the Jamaican masses. It's not true. It's not true. A lot of them turning it down to go to other countries. Bless up Arthur Love, man. Massive respect, and hope all is well with you and the family. Don't want him back. He's just playing mind games. He don't want him to play for Jamaica. That's why I made sure to highlight the timing that he's giving him, which is a year from now. You know, just to take it away. Scotland, Wales, Nigeria, Ghana, and Jamaica. Yes, but I think Nigeria and and Jamaica are the ones that's getting the most. And then we have Jason Ferran in the house. Massive, massive respect. England just lost young Matteo Joseph to Spain. And they're going to keep on losing more players. Hush Puppy, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Because the system that the coach plays doesn't really favor some of these players, to be honest. And they're not going to wait around and with these foolishness. Alright, so let me read through the Cadamarteri one now. Because he's the one in demand. Yes, but a lot of people thought that it was from late, but it's not late. Bailey Cadamarteri has burst onto the scene this season with 3 goals in 11 championship outings. So you could know exactly when this was written. For the Owls and qualified for the Jamaican national side through his father Danny Cadamarteri, who played for Everton in the 1990s and early 2000s and is of Jamaican descent. The Star also add that Cadamarteri has been on the radar for England's U team for some time now and was recently labelled as brilliant by old skipper Barry Bannan. Alright, so they are trying to get him for England, and they have received a request for Jamaica U20 and the national team. Alright, yes. So this is from the 11th game in the championship, and now we are closing on the 40th game in the championship. So that tells you that the facts were there, we just weren't looking for it. Alright, so if he ended up going to England, he's still eligible for Jamaica. Yes. And maybe he has time to figure out like what others doing, which I'm showing you right here, right around the world. Yes. So give him time if he does choose England U19s to get to his senses and realize that maybe he's not going to reach there at this rate that he's pushing, because you have others in front of him playing higher up the table, even though they rate him highly. All right, and I rate him highly, and clearly the coach for Jamaica kind of rate him as well, because this is the next thing I want to say about this coach. I think he needs to stop. I see him have a little thing that I've noticed. I don't know if he's trying to pander to local masses, but every single time he has a special talent coming in, he seems to want to join them with one of the guys them that barely has football education. I have to be honest. I saw him do it with Kaim Dixon, trying to match Kaim Dixon, and said, oh, they are similar. No, they are not. Everything that you said after tells you that you're saying that they're not. Because you're comparing him to Mikel Antonio and those type of players based off his attributes and his accomplishment. But yet still, when you start your conversation, you're trying to give off the aura as if like the other local guy is as good as him. No, they are not. And you try to do the same thing with Whisper and Hutchinson. Some of the times these things can turn off people because when you give these little kids in Jamaica the opportunity, you give them chance to play. And sometimes when you're talking to these other guys that are professional at the same age, but way higher quality, you're talking down to them. So I think the coach needs to be careful as to way. I know you want to sweeten the people that signs you, but you have to stay on the truth and just the truth, because everybody has eyeballs and know it's not a competition. All right. If you maybe had treated Omari a little bit better, he might would have chosen here early on. You understand me? So let me deal with these people and show them the respect. So the same respect you would have given these local guys, you need to start give them the next man them that's the same age, which are way miles better. The actual lauded, because you have to give people things to aspire to. So they should know, okay, this man is 18 like you, and he's 10 million times better than you. So this is where you have to go. You understand me? And that is the only thing I would say about the coach right there. All right? Because we were saying the same thing from day one when he's lauded, whisper them, and I'm telling people that Whisper ain't 5% as good as Hutchinson people. You guys not even realize they can improve in the future. They are going to get opportunity, but you guys might not know about football to be saying these things. And you guys disrespected me for the longest time. But I've gotten vindicated because this man is one of the hottest swingers in the entire England. Not just the championship, in the entire England. Wow. And he has dominated the youth 18s, dominated the youth 21s twice in a row. Made his Chelsea's debut in 2 competitions and also go down to the championship and bill his name. Not just him, Mason Burstow, Rankin doing his thing, Mothersill better than himself. All of the kids that we talked about, which are true talents. They have done themselves some great services. So we have to get on them and get the information out and try and start process them from when they are a little bit low. Mothersill should be the one that we should be chopping our bits to. Whisper ain't better than Mothersill. Kaim Dick say nowhere near better than Mothersill. So he should be the one that we should be looking for. They said that they want to play. Give the youth them the opportunity, the true, honest opportunity. All right? It's like we never expected them to come when they started to come in bucket loads. Bless up, man of valor. Thanks for being here. Yes, man, Brian Burke. Massive respect. Everyone, hit like, want to share and subscribe. Yeah, man. Thank you. It was there a long time, but you were the only one speaking about it. Yeah, but I had to bring it back now to make the public know that these are things. All right. Yes. So let me move over. And this is the next one that I'm going to pull up before we move to what Hutchinson said. Blessings, big deal, and massive respect. And we have Bessas in the house says, agreed. One Hutchinson, so true. Yeah, man, I have to make sure I point out those things. You know, yes. We have Mike Larry, big up yourself, and massive respect to all the man that continuously support this program. All right. And we are going to keep on putting out the facts and have seen conversations. All right. Michael Thomas said, top of the morning, JD, big up yourself. Brian Burke said, yes, I don't understand the coach either. Playing politics with the locals contingent is unacceptable. Yes, man, we are here to talk the truth. We can give people hope, but you don't need to put down someone else to give people hope. I think you have to always support education. So if a man achieves something, give him his flowers as well. All right. So anyways, this is something. November 7, 2022. This is what Chelsea told Omari Hutchinson. And that's why we have to be careful as to how we deal with these kids. Chelsea tells Omari Hutchinson not to report for Jamaica duty. All right? We missed this, you know. But I never missed it, you know. But clearly at that time, he defied them and tried to come here. You understand me? Regardless of what they were telling him. This is particular time he never came, you know, because he had to get the professional minutes. I'm gonna explain right here. But I'm trying to show you that sometimes the clubs them hold you back and a lot of things. So and also the coach. The coach cleared up this how much time Omari Hutchinson got called up. He told you that from the first time again in his statement. From the first time again in his statement, he asked him about it and he told him that he's going to be busy concentrating on betting on himself. And this is the first time they are trying to get him back in the country. So all of the persons that said he turned down call up, they are liars. You see what I'm trying to say to you people? So sometimes we make the finer points them remove under the mat because new points come up. But I'm a person that doesn't forget anything. The coach tell you for yourself, and that's what I was telling you guys from day one, that he never got any call up. He told him that he was going to focus on himself after the Trinidad leg because of his situation that turned up. You understand me? Yes. And since then, the coach said he's going to give him time because maybe he thought that others were in the squad that's better than him. So if he wants time, just take the time. So he never had the time to call him. So we running around saying that he called him tells you that he never called him. He said it over and over, but people always make this misinformation continuously run. So when they're trying to do these things, I'm telling you that they have their own belief conjuring up against these kids. All right. Yes. So it proved that the guy never got any call up before. And this is the time when he reached back out to him because obviously he's doing well. And the coach thought that he's settled now. So let me see if we can get back to him. All right, so let me go through it. Chelsea tells Omari Hutchinson not to report for Jamaica duty. Omari Hutchinson will be included in the squad for Chelsea's Carabao fixture at Manchester City after being told not to report for international duty with Jamaica. All right, Hutchinson, 19, earned a first cap playing for Jamaica against Catalonia earlier this year. And the highly rated forward has been invited to play them away to World Cup bound Cameroon on November. Chelsea informed Hutchinson, however, not to report for Jamaica. So, and then we go back through it. Because remember, Graham Potter, they rated him highly. They rated him to the next Eden Hazard. Graham Potter, speaking ahead of Wednesday's cup tie, said Omari Hutchinson is in the squad. Lewis Hall is in the squad. They have impressed. We've got some good quality young players. They'll be in the squad and involved. All right. Yes. So for the Cameroon, and maybe after this, because he wrote a next article, it tells you with the mindset, all right, because he has to be fighting for places, and everything that I've talked on in my shorter version video come to pass. This guy is in a transition phase. He keeps on doing things. They keep on doing things at the club and everything. And that's why they have to make their decision. I know people think it's a cap out, but everything fits the actual information right here. Everything fits the information right here, people. All right. JD, is it true that Cadamarteri doesn't turn up? If Cadamarteri doesn't turn up, we can't replace him for the Nations League. I think you should be able to replace him just the same. Kevin, big up yourself. I'm gonna verify that. Give me a little time. I understand what you said about the coach, but he has to play politics with the local stakeholders who are sensitive and up in their feelings. All right, fair enough. Arthur Love Spade said last night you cannot replace a player because they pull out of the team. Well, if you have good reasons, you should be able to replace them. And remember, it's them pull out of the team. All right. Kemar said, stop blaming the coach. He did nothing wrong. The man I do him. Okay, well, no problem, Kemar. I just said, okay, well, I am a stakeholder just the same. And I'm listening to him lying to people. And I have to say what I feel. All right, because sometimes you have to deal with people, and if you tell a man that is very good, that an average human being, and you have the facts here, an average person in your same field will be playing ahead of you because of all sorts of metrics, and then you expect that man to walk and kiss your foot. It's not going to work. So it's called reality, Kemar. All right, it's called reality, and we're having a conversation here. If you want, the phone is here, so you can call in. The sad thing is, maybe the narrative not fitting a lot of what you guys said before. So you guys have to hide behind the curtain. Anyways, let me move on to Omari Hutchinson. So Omari Hutchinson now, this is the final one now, the latest one, March 16th. Real baller, I've watched football. I don't sell sentiments. You can say what you want, but I'm watching football. All right? Yes. And I don't believe you either. And there is levels to this. So my conversation, what you're saying is irrelevant. That is just showing you how we always try to sell certain narratives. And maybe that's the reason why people have to say these things, because some of you guys just want to hear the narrative, you know? Yes. So anyways, the 16 Ipswich Town lone star, Omari Hutchinson, has revealed he turned down call-ups from both England and Jamaica to help him stay focused on getting the Suffolk side into the Premier League. The 20-year-old Chelsea player put in a man-of-the-match performance in Town's 6-0 thrashing of relegation-threatened Sheffield Wednesday, scoring the first and the fourth, while also laying on the 6th for Ali Al-Hamadi. Yes. So, right here, we're going to go through it, but the facts remain. He stated out of his own mouth that they turned down England and Jamaica, because I've listened to what he said as well, and what he said is he didn't know which one of them, either the 20 or the 21, he turned down for England. So what that tells you now, like how the coach had said he talked to the family of the player and not the player himself. It tells you that England never spoke to him. It's his family they talk to. So the player is always a player that wants to be in his zone and not to deal with business first hand. That's what we are discovering with this player, and that's what I've identified right there. So with the coach of Jamaica stating that he contacted the family, and now he's saying his family get the information, and he never even knew because he never had time to read it, but it was his family dealing with the situation. So that gives you a little more inkling right there to tell you that it's not even him fully making all the decisions. Sometimes it has to go through a whole family, three at times. All right, yes. So that is good to see right there. So that clear. But the fact that he turned down U21 or 20s tells you that he truly want to finish off this thing, raise his market value, get a contract, and sort out his footballing career. Because if you're gonna leave to Jamaica when you're in limbo, I think that you stay and start with your life. I honestly believe, when I'm looking at it now, with the England thing comes out, I think you don't need to come here. I think you don't need to come here. Just sort your life out, get a true contract, and sort yourself out. That's what we want, because we don't want to mash up people. After they do come and represent Jamaica, we want to have people in good position. Every time one of our Jamaican players that's born in Jamaica said that they're going to take time in the middle of World Cup qualifiers, we let them. Well, take as long as you want, my brother, and sort yourself out. And when you're in a true contract and you can handle all of the businesses, we are welcome to take you as well. Spade said it has to be something like injury or some very good reason. Yes, but that's a very good reason. If a next man don't take the call up and say he's gonna choose to play for somewhere else, of course you can you can sort it out. Regarding Hutchinson, he did say last year he realized after the City game he was not yet at the high level, hence his decision to go out on loan. His focus is on development, and the reason what he gave again, that's why I respect this kid more than anything else. They are not running down anything. What the kid said, the amount of pain he's feeling to compete at this high level and give out this performance, I think he thinks he needs to focus on just the league itself, the club itself, and then he can put on more workload. So he's trying to not get this thing wrong, rather than try to scatter himself out. If you have no empathy, if you can't understand what this kid is saying, all right, I think he opened up his psyche, and no one should criticize him after this, because if a player tell you that he's not ready for international and the club competition at once because of the big jump that he made, playing week in week out, and people depending on him to get them in a Premier League, which is 100 million, and he's doing that because he's performing well, but he's still a young player. If you can't understand that, boy, I don't know what to say to you. I have to be honest. All right. Respect Nitro. I love the way you put it, man. A player can only be replaced in the 20-man squad if there's an injury. No, and a good reason as well. The reason for Cadamarteri, he should be able to replace. If a player 1 plays defense and player 2 plays striker, would it make sense to say one is better than the other as they are playing in different position? Well, no, you don't need to say that, Jason. But all the players that I've named are playing the same position, Jason. So I think your statement is I understand what you're alluding to, but I was talking about players that plays the same position. If you're talking directly to me, I don't know. Jason Warboat Ferran. Agree with you, JD. Seems like him no like deal with the business part. But that's why we have to listen. But people just listening to just the part that they can get some clicks off and sell their narratives. Why is Omari still turning down England? He needs to tell them he's Jamaican international. Okay, so he needs to. But D. Smith, he tells his family that he's focusing on himself. His family do the job and turn it down. So now you're telling him, say, him need to tell him, say, Jamaica, him think there, and oh my God. The man never speak to them, but he's just relaying what he told his family. So no one should expect to see him in any colors from anywhere. So now we're getting in the psyche of the player. Wow. All right, so let me put in the number so people can call in. For Jason, I just believe that sometimes the coach play. Okay. I think you're fighting with me because I know you're a warboat, you know, of the highest kind. Yes. So let me put in the number so people can call in and give me a take, because I thought these are stories that we are getting clarity to. So this is the time that we should be speaking on them, not the time when we have only speculations around them. All right, so now you know the mindset of the player, and he turned down a next call up. So clearly it doesn't matter who came up, he wanted to make sure he fixes his career, rather because he knows where he's at and he doesn't believe that he's on the level of representing Jamaica and representing anywhere else. So he's not going to lie to himself. So even though we see him as way better than majority of all our other players, he thinks that he's not at the level now to give his all. So would you not take the honesty or take the lies from other people that tells you that they are good and they are better than everybody in our squad and they want to turn up, and when they play, they are the worst player we ever saw? Because that happened, you know. That happened. You guys acting like you forget it, but that happened. So I am always going to respect the people that actually tells you that, listen to me, I am not the best at this point to manage two things. So after that, I will put myself together and make the decision in the future. All right. Obviously, I know our culture our culture is different, in which people will feel a way that he even said he's going to make a decision, because that would tell them that he's not committed to Jamaica. Maybe true in that statement. Maybe true in that statement, you know, guys. Maybe true in that statement. All right. Maybe true in that statement. Maybe that's true in that statement. But at the same time, you need to be more empathetic and go around and reason out things. The guy is at the end of at the end of June, he doesn't have a contract. He doesn't have a contract. So he's trying to make sure he improves himself to get a contract. He doesn't have a contract after this. And his market value rising. So he wants to make his right decision. And I am not beating this kid. Go do your thing. All right, do your thing, people. And just keep on being the best version of yourself. And in the future, if you do want to play international football, you make a decision from there. All right. So people, we have 50 likes on the video, and we have 150 people in the house. You are doing the quality of our video a disservice. So take a little time and hit the like button if you seem to like an honest conversation. All right? Yes. Let me go through the rest of the comments then. That's directing to me. Martin says, Omari, take your time. Some Jamaican feel like only our players need time to build their career. I respect your mindset, and I do respect it as well. Let me know what say you guys. I posted the number so you can call in via WhatsApp, and I will answer it and take your call. All right? Is the local players don't? Them would have the mindset of Hutchinson. All right, so we have 50-50, the great Simon Jordan in everything in one. How are you doing, 50-50 Simon Jordan? Good morning.
Morning, JD. Happy Sunday. Oh, yeah, cook today. Turkey neck.
No,
I guess so.
I have not cooked anything as yet. My wife will be going to a party for her niece, so she's gonna bring my daughter.
Okay.
So maybe after me finishing with this video and assess my boundaries, I will make a quick spin for KFC.
Okay. But that's up to you, JD, and the chat. Pertaining to Mason Greenwood, Omari Hutchinson, not so much Billy Cadamarteri, and also I want to add Dujan Whisper Richards, right? And let me start off with Omari Hutchinson, right? So he made the move from Arsenal and he went to Chelsea. And a lot of persons question the move, saying that, obviously Chelsea don't give youth a chance in the first team, etc. And he took a step away from Chelsea. Now he's in the championship and
Yeah,
he's
but
thriving.
they gave him a slight chance. They gave him 2 games, right? They gave him two games.
So
So let we not act like they didn't give him any
unless
game. They
unless
gave him 2 games.
unless like say if one of them two games nice were like two bang off a goal, then people start looking at it and say, all right, then maybe we can see more in the team. You know them way there?
Yes, but I will
So
agree with you because it's unfair.
yeah.
Because you're going to the 2 games you're going to give him is Manchester City. More
So
like
he's
you're not
already
winning nothing. You understand me?
yeah,
Even though people say I'm just exalting myself because it's my team, but but it's reality.
so
But go ahead, bossy.
in the championship and Ipswich are vying for promotion, right? Now I think it is fair for Hutchinson to focus and not break his stride, coming to the national team and then focusing on the national team as well, whilst he's also focusing on the championship and trying to gain promotion. And we have to applaud the guy and praise him for going down the pecking order in the championship and being one of the best players in the championship. And as you alluded to, one of the best wingers across England as well. And by achieving that or by doing that, JD, it takes 100% focus because a lot of players, from Chelsea and the United, they go down in the championship now, JD. And whilst they do have the talent, a lot of them don't matriculate in the championship or do anything of some sort. And sometimes when they go down there, it's to end up go back to their parent club to get minutes in the first team. But if you're not performing in the championship, then the likelihood of doing that will be small. You know what I'm saying? Now with Omar Hutchinson performing like this, and let's say that Ipswich gain promotion, right? Maybe going forward, depending on who's the manager next season, assessing Omar Hutchinson, whatever the case is, maybe he can even get more chances in the Chelsea first team. And if not, then maybe we can even move to a bigger and better respectable club, whether in the Premier League division or somewhere else across Europe. You know what I'm saying? So I believe he should stay focused on Ipswich at this time. And listen, I'm not trying to disrespect the Nations League, JD, but out of a lot of the runner games that we have in terms of the World Cup qualifiers as well as the Copa America, I don't think the Nations League now is a big deal for a lot of players to come and represent the country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
you're on one, man. You're on one. You're on one.
repeat?
No, I said you're on one. I actually agree with you. Right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I actually agree with you
And
on what position he found himself in. So you are changing
yeah,
your stance a little bit based on when you heard that he turned on England as well.
yeah.
All right, all
Also,
right.
the Copa America, it is good that we're in that competition, right? But I feel, JD, out of a lot of these games that we have coming up, seeing that the last time we were in the World Cup was 1998, JD. The World Cup qualifiers for Jamaica this year is the most important thing that we have to go into and play those games. And recently, a couple months ago, I did a video on JD where we're looking at the fixtures of those World Cup qualifiers, and enough people are saying, "Oh, we're gonna just beat the team them." Yeah, on paper, we have the strongest team across the board, compared to some of those teams, but we don't know say football no play on paper. And over the years, when we failed to qualify for the World Cup on paper, maybe to an extent, we had the team to qualify for the World Cup, in which we didn't. So this time around, I would say that we have a way better team, but it still doesn't mean that we're just going to automatically qualify. So I believe put the Nations League aside in terms of Omar Hutchinson, Mason Greenwood, especially Mason Greenwood, seeing his situation, he has to stay focused at Getafe. And the most important thing for Greenwood in our JD is to secure a move for this summer because
Mm-hmm.
JDF is not JDF. JFF is not going to pay Mason Greenwood weekly wages that United and Getafe are paying him at this moment in time. So the man have to go secure him bread and butter come this summer, and he must go secure it at a respectable club that can pay him based on his talent, because we all know the talent that Mason Greenwood had, that Mason Greenwood have. So I feel like at this moment in time, the man must just stay at the clubs, focus. Greenwood finish the season with Hetafe, assess his options for the upcoming summer. Omari Hutchinson also assess his options for the upcoming summer. And then maybe if Copa America come around, maybe one out of the two we will have, and maybe Cadamarteri, depending on his situation.
Yeah.
Also, whisper, enough people say, oh, why him never get picked, whatever. Listen, the man just played 5 games at Chelsea, scored 2 goals out of the 5. I think he can get 1 assist. Make the man just get acclimatized to England, build a relationship with him teammates. You know the way they
No, but
hit the ground running
50-50,
some more.
you don't even have to go there, so. Did he do enough? Which football you see him play to comparative to the others? If he played better than the others that you're selecting, then you should come out and say that. You have to look at the level that you're playing, what you're doing at the level, then you can say that. And then I think they're only going to go down to Kaim Dixon. But the next thing is Kaim Dixon playing striker. Whisper don't play striker. So you have to move him to the wing forwards them. So did he do better than Demar Gray? No. Did he do better than Cephas? No. Did he do better than Bobby Reed? No. So if you don't get picked, you don't get picked. You know, because they are not looking at how people evaluate things. You can't just pick a player because you want to pick a player's sake. You understand me?
And I believe. Go ahead, JD.
No, that's why I need to listen to me no sing. I have moved the position instant. He's a striker that can play wing forward. And Whisper is not a striker, he's a wing forward. So you move it to the wing forward positions. And wasn't Whisper picked ahead of Cephas the last time? No. No, they said Cephas had problems with tickets and they couldn't bother to pay the ticket at the time. That's what I heard. He never got picked over him. So I don't know Singh. And Singh, you seems to be knowing a lot about the Pillar gang. So you might have learned the reason why he got selected all of the times that he got selected, because it wasn't about football relation. Alright? And I think that can be very, very clear now. Very, very clear. Real Baller, you're lying. Corey Burke, no, you're lying. And let me pull up Corey Burke here. Corey Burke had a very good game right at the start of the MLS. And he's playing in the U18s and the U21s. And he's not the star player on the field. Regardless of what you guys want to tell people, I am watching the games them. And you can't fool me. Because clearly, I am the one scouting the people them. Don't tell a lie on the people them. Corey Burke, get pick over him 100 million times. Stop lying. Mothersill would have gotten picked 100 million times over Whisper for me. Because Mothersill do a way more. You get me? So nobody do the foolishness. So you can't fool me. That's a football me do, you know, run up and down and gossip. So every time when you run up and down the next gossip, me I watch every movement of every player and what they are doing. No. It's only that come down to the Dixon and him. Bossy. And because Dixon plays so much different positions, I could see why they would have put Dixon in now. And Dixon is more needed now because you don't have Shamar Nichols, they don't have Cadamarteri either. You only have Jamal Lowe as a striker. A striker can convert to a striker in this fixture. And Mikel Antonio. So now you need the kid that can play striker a little bit more. You understand me? So come on people, man. And this is where the bias comes in. It's two local guys. And then now you don't want to sell a narrative. No. We ain't fool people. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm saying pertaining to those 3 players, I think at this time we need to give them space. Makes sense with Chris. I'm gonna say, oh no, come play for Jamaica. Listen, first of all, the man them need to have to play for Jamaica. First of all, you know them way them not have to play for it. The man them can. Omari Hutchinson, if him want believe in himself, JD, and saying that the next 2 years me I go make the English national team, then fine on him. If Greenwood believe that he can make it back into the England team, fine on him. You know them way. But these things take time to assess the situation and assess the environment. Also, the environment that they're going to put themselves in. You know, they made it because it's one thing leaving England and go play and coming to play for the national team. And it's not only the national team in JD, but they also have to be dealing with different variables such as the JFF. You know, they made it. And the election is what today. The JFF might go in a different direction depending on who, all these type of stuff.
So if
So
you sign
these
for
players have
if
come
you had
to play.
signed for these guys and play for these guys, you have people saying that no overseas players should not play for Jamaica. You see, so if you go and do sign for that now and then get cap-tied, you can't play for no other country just the same, because the next person don't like you and you're not gonna get picked. That happened. I don't know how young you are, but that happened several times in the last 28 years, You know that. Like one period, Schaefer come in, pick all of the overseas guys, them do very well. People talk high raving of Jamaica. Then Schaefer's left, everybody gone. And then maybe Mariapa, and then them squeaking back Hector, and then majority of the other man will win Premier League, never come back. And them man there, when you hear them talk in interviews, Carla, them have up Jamaica and JFF and the way they deal with them. Very unprofessional.
Yes, so I think the players also they're looking at that situation as well, and they have people around them in terms of the team that's looking at this and talk and assessing the situation, saying, okay, Greenwood, Hutchinson, what would be the best environment for you guys to put yourself in at this moment in time? Maybe it's not now for the Nations League, seeing that it's not of much importance. Not that I'm done playing it, but as I said, the World Cup qualifiers as well as the Copa America is the two biggest things. You know them with the JD. So I'm willing to give these 3 to 4 respective players time to make a decision. And I believe we'll at least get, if we can get 2 out of the 4, then that would be good, Well, excluding Whisper, because he's a Jamaican national. If we can get at least, say, 1 out of the 3, for the talent that they do possess, then it will be a good thing for Jamaica.
Yeah, man, but thank you, 50-50. You brought up a good one. The election is important because we have people as xenophobe who just don't like nobody overseas. So that is something that we have to wait on to. So what if them man see the manifesto, them not see the manifesto them? So what if him just see that and say, boy, okay, let me just wait until this Jamaican madness sorted out? Because it looks like if I go and play here and I have the possibility to play for England or somewhere else, and these mans will just give me the cap, let me cap tied, and then I can't play back again. Because some maniac, so good point, 50-50. Believe me, even though it's not something that I think, I don't know if it would have been installed, because Mr. Greenwood and those guys are so big, and if they don't pick them after playing them and cap them, believe me, some of these persons would have been really damaged in real life.
You'd have been uproar.
Yeah, man, uproar. I'm not asking. I'm telling you, they would have gotten fixed. So some of them better be careful which job in a JFF they want to take, because it might cost them life after certain times. And I'm not threatening anybody.
But also before we leave, JD, if Mr. Anderson wins, then I'm hopeful that we're going to win the World Cup in the next couple of years. The way they class. That team tell me that I go by. Although I know say that not true. But bless up still.
All right. Big up. All right. So let me take off the rest of the thing, Yes. So a good point 50-50 brought up as well. And that's why we good to take the reason. So the boss is at 4.5 million at this point. Jump from 1 million to 4.5. Go to 3, then to 4.5. Think he's gonna end the year on around 7 million market value, because his real sale on value will be around 15 million. Alright, so in 1 year he jumps from 1 million to 15 million sale on value. Around 5 million, because even though he was at 1 million, they wanted to pay almost 7 to 10 million for him for PSV. But now he's genuinely a 15-20 million dollar ball at this point if you're going to get him. So these players can play for England regardless of what people thinks. He can make the England team in 2 years if he steps up to the Premier League or any other outside league and do exactly what he's doing. He's on the English radar. So give the youth him space, let him take him time, and we have several things in our own backyard to focus on. So we know we'll have a lot of xenophobic people still trying to sell a narrative because they are desperate to get their families so they can get some of the match fees money and those stuffs to spend in their house and stuff. Yes, we know a lot of those people are maybe they will get because they can sell the players them to get more picked because of popularity around Jamaica. Yes, so they can maybe take contracts to sell players, marketing, right? Yes, to get more money for themselves. So with these kids, you can't get nothing off them more than them come win some things for Jamaica and their families that comes from Jamaica. So there's nothing in it. You can't get any interview. You can't get any anything, no benefits at all. And more likely, some of them won't even want Jamaica little weekly money with that are match fees and stuff. Because most of these guys don't even take match fees to represent England. None at all, or majority of the other countries. You know, so give them their time, make them make their decision, people. All right, big up yourself, Pagan, for the super chat. Massive respect. All right, people, get the likes up, share, and subscribe. Alj, JD was right. All right, what you said, Alj? What with what now? With what now? All right, Balakar says, so international can't raise people profile. Okay, Balakar, but the guy turned on England and said that he wants to concentrate on that. And you know what I love? He didn't take the call up for Jamaica. So all of you guys, we are run propaganda to say that the guy want to put in Kanakim name to Jamaica to get popularity. Well, this tells you that he doesn't want to play for nowhere to get any popularity. He's popular himself. That's why we want him. He's good enough. That's why we want him. And he wants to get himself better. You get me? So no, we don't have nothing ball curve for stand on the player. Nothing at all. All we need to do is give this youth respect. The man is trying to improve himself. You get me? And I love that this comes out. So you see, said no, we're not gonna change the narrative now. Oh, I dream to get called for England big team. Wow. All right. So Alger said right about Omar Hutchinson, my boss. Okay, yeah man. Leroy Smart said Southgate has already said Greenwood is not in contention for the Euros. Yes. So why the speculation? Do your research. No. He said, we have the paper here. He said he's not in for the Euros because he's doing well. But because of the distraction that will come, they will assess that next time. So he never ruled out. It's literally saying that he could have him in his plan if things change. Alright, so it's not impossible. Before he was saying he's not coming back. So now it has moved Leroy Smart. So he changed his mode completely. On Green representing England completely. He does a 360 he did. 360 or 180 I should say, but 360. He's spinning now. Why did the coach name the player in the squad that is not sure about? Oh, does that make sense? I don't know. I think it's a lot of other. I don't know. I think we're going to get the reason why that took place. All right? Yes. Things will not change. Things will change because now we saw people in England trying to buy the player now. So now we saw people trying to buy the player in England now. So now other clubs can buy him in England. So from that change, that tells you that people, the fan base is changing as well. All right, yes. Big up, Sayan said, big up JD on the big show. All right. Sings, what he said now, he's just saying that to give Mason the impression that he's still under consideration. So you're saying that he's just doing that to hold him out to not sign for Jamaica. Oh God. It's possible. But tell you what, Sing, if he signs back for anybody in England, he's going to play back for England. Because no Sing, they would say, okay, then why I can't select him, but you guys can buy him to play for a club. When that was the problem, he shouldn't play no football. He should not benefit from nothing in England, because that was the real problem, because they couldn't send him to prison. So he should not be benefiting of anything. So if he plays back for Arsenal or anywhere else, he is eligible to play for England instant. None of the big club. No, I saw Arsenal was linked with him as well. The action of content creators and fans have a negative impact on the recruitment process that exceeds that of the JFF. Lee, boy oh boy, we have to be a little bit more responsible, Yes, we have to be a little bit more responsible people, all right? And that's what I'm trying to do. Come up with different takes. I know I saw someone in the chat saying that the coach never said what I said. Everything what I've said, I've written down. So I know he said it. He has to go in his own brains and say that he never meant what I thought he meant, but it's what he said. I am going off. All right, yeah, man. Man of Valor, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Italy and Spain clubs. Well, Big League Leng, you're not an owner of any article. So don't tell me what is fake or not. All right? Yes. Because I'm going to show you the hypocrisy of Jamaicans. Let me show you the hypocrisy of Jamaicans. I did a video the other day. And I'm Jamaican. So, and the other day I called myself a hypocrite as well. So the hypocrisy of us. Let me show you. The other day I read off an article saying Mason Greenwood talked to the coach. And the coach said it. People said it was fake because articles, we don't believe the articles because we have the number one source on Ray. It came out in an article for Cadamarteri chose England. But we run to the article and nobody said it was fake. So is it that we have, when the news fit our narrative, it's okay to put it out and nobody criticize it and wait? Just asking, because it's the same, it's pretty much the same actual paper release the article. So you believe one and then you don't believe the next one. Yes, that's why I said, some Jamaicans. But I'm just showing you the hypocrisy. So 1 week, even though I've proven what I'm saying is right, I disagree, JD. There is no press report where Southgate said he will never play for England. Well, please, just read all the reports then before you come and say that what I've read was not true. All right, please just read all the reports then. Go back, check everything. Yes, JD. I just yeah, see that. No. I had to bring it up now because I have facts to ask the people. So why we couldn't wait until the JFF come out with it? But we are reading off English articles. And I was just laughing and I'm saying, oh wow. Hypocrisy. So that tells you what I was saying was true. Most of them were xenophobic, never wanted the guys them to come and play from day one, which they had said it out of their mouths. But they act as if they have changed because the money on YouTube changes. But what they do now is go around in screws to do the same thing. So they make people call in, say the same thing. And they try to select things that proves that they are the same xenophobic type of person. And if people don't know what it means, go and listen to the word, because go and read what the meaning of the word is. Because I heard people trying to bun me out, saying that we only talk about xenophobic and we don't even know what it means. I think the person that's saying that need to check and see what it means. You understand me? Yes. Because you're definitely in fear of better competition. That's why you put in an actual quota system. That is the definition of the damn word. I don't know why people want to actually change the meaning of words. Then we need to write a different dictionary. You understand me? Yes. Don't lie, no, JD. Who you voting for today? No, I'm just smoking, Smoking yesterday. yesterday, the gang of 8JD, they smoked me because I said one wrong word. I don't see the gang, they are not here, the gang is not here. Let's hope that Antonio doesn't get injured against Aston Villa today. Oh my God. So what happened to Leon Bailey? Leon Bailey played too, Lee Young. So all of a sudden now, you're done with Leon Bailey because I was doing Nigeria video, you're on my channel. Leon Bailey strike a ball. Leon Bailey drop on the floor. Leon Bailey score a goal. But all of a sudden now, you don't want to talk about Leon Bailey. we are some of the wickedest people on earth, The man skip over Leon Bailey. I don't know if Leon Bailey is actually starting, but I'm just saying more likely he will be starting because he scored in the last game. You get me? But the same man that was actually hyping up Leon Bailey, he doesn't even want to call him a name and say, oh, Antonio, okay, Yeah, some of vexed with Leon Bailey. All right, don't start, JD. It's Sunday. I'm giving you a pass for. Oh my God, he's here. The headmaster chief is here. Oh God, Bailey ain't playing on Thursday. Okay, so the guy is not a Jamaican after that. You see it, and that's why people know that I'm fair because I have to call him out. All right, not because the guy is not here. We can still say the guy is playing because he's a Jamaican. Oh my God, the way you guys are. It's unreal, you know. The things that you guys get away with, you know. Wow. So Bailey's not important because he's not in the squad. Wow. Wow. JD, how much they pay you for the vote? I don't know what you're talking about. Xenophobia is a spelling bee word from the old days. All right. El Granero. Thanks for being here. Bailey ain't playing on Thursday. Jamaican Family Vibes. Both Bailey and Anthony starting. Thank you, Family Vibes. But you listen now, the man him talk, the man him don't even rate Bailey anymore until him ready for come and play for Jamaica. So now I realize that if you're not playing for Jamaica, they ain't into you. Alright? So Bailey, you better know that all the hype and the votes that you get on the internet from the Jamaicans. If you're not playing for Jamaica, only a pillow gang will be there with you. People, make sure to call in and give your take on the matter right there. I saw 50-50, 60-60 called just a while ago. Anthony and Bailey in the starting lineup. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right. Sterling missed a penalty. Thank you, Sing. So what that says. And then we have Jam Up TV said, crazy how people are like this. And they aren't the ones on the pitch. Play against these guys. Some of the best players in the world want to represent us and people have problem with that nonsense. Well, tell you what, it's just the way of our people. All right, I went to high school on Flatbush, but I'm still a proud, biased Jamaican. Okay, all right. Real Bala, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Yes, all right. Chippy is in the today's starting lineup. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. You see it, I'm at a non-Jamaican, you know. At a non-Jamaican, I try to make you know, actually be more empathetic towards the Jamaican people. Because when you say me I'm a Jamaican, I'm Surinamese, Nigerian, Asian, and everything else. And it's surprising, you know. The one thing you guys don't call me, you know, is the only country I'm in, you know, which is Belgium, you know. Amazing. All right, so let me take a call from Sir Kemar. Good afternoon, Mr. Kemar.
Hey, or JD.
We are here, you know. I brought more news to the table. I don't know if the callers, their minds change on some of these players after getting more information. Yes.
I mean, yeah, first of all, I want to big up the listeners and everyone that's watching you right now. Yeah, I just want to make a couple points. The first point I want to make is I was watching a show the other day and someone was calling the players or reject. And which is, I just don't like that word. What the fans need to understand that England and other country has a big pool of players to pick from. And when you have such a big pool of players to pick from, if someone doesn't make the team and they decide to play for Jamaica, it doesn't mean that they're not good. You can only select a 23-man squad.
But Carla, I think it's something hard for you to understand. You know why? Because you work up to the competition. All of these people that's calling people reject are people that try to avoid the competition at all costs and run and want favors. So they are the ones that never pass the exam but want the job that the exam requires. And then they try to find their friends to put them over the door. So that is it. So they believe that these guys are more talented but they are not as talented as the next ones that they are competing with. So why should these overqualified people, to our standard in football, be coming here to stop we from getting our lower level qualification to get into the national team? So these guys are going to raise the bar for we to can't make the national team, and without them we'd have a lower standard because it's a lower level of education we have in football, and that is just a fact. So that is what they wanted to go back to. So even though they're calling them reject, they are reject to something that is better than us from a million mile, because it's one of the best. Because look how we're hyping up Leon Bailey, where he's playing in England, Aston Villa. You understand me? So if these guys are one shade dropped off, because Cadamarteri is playing in the championship, one shade dropped off that. The JPL is the 10th ranked team, 10th ranked league in the region. Whilst the MLS is not even the 20th ranked best league in the world. You understand me? So that's how far our league is from what we are comparing ourselves to. And the championship can be rivaled with several other top number one leagues in other countries that are inside the top 15, 20. You understand me? So it's you just raising the standard that they don't, because we are in a lazy era where nobody don't want to work for nothing. Them sell propaganda and find them friends and links to get them in a places. And there's no better place than our country. I'm very sorry. It's still going on today in our country, and that's what we are trying to keep going, and it's not working because other people like Mr. Spade and them, and they realize that we ain't gonna win nothing. You understand me? And the same people that want the easier way out will force you out when they don't get the actual result. So they have to go the right way.
So the understanding I had, the person that they were called reject was the overseas England players, right?
Yes.
Just to make sure we're on the same page.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know.
But
I've heard them, man. And Carla, the first, you see, when I came on YouTube, I was the one that made them have to go in corners and can't talk about players being rejects. I was the one that eradicated from platforms. I made sure people can't get even views if they actually get people like that on them program, because I made sure to stand on business. You understand me? Yes. I just don't like that word. It's just not good. And instead of seeing it as an issue, why not use it? Because at the end of the day, these players that we are recruiting from overseas, that's the level where the world is at. And if you're going to use players that are not up to that level, then we're not going to perform so well. I agree in local development, but we need to put more things in place to develop the local players. But if they're not there yet, I'm tired of seeing football game plays where one team is just getting 6 or 7. It's just no fun. Once you are competing, I want to see team put up a fight. Yeah.
And if we need to recruit players to get to that level, because at the end of the day,
but Carla, what they're going to do is they're going to say from the last under 20, the only time we competed and drew with Mexico 17,000 years ago, and the same Mexican team went on to the World Cup to get slaughtered. So it's one of the worst Mexican teams, in a long time era, Jamaica did well when they had an all local team. And then they go back to, when we reach the finals of the World Cup, we had an all-local team. None of them not check the time, and what the quality of players either play at that time, Now you have United States picking only professional players and take two MLS players, and everybody else come from overseas. Mexico, the same thing. Panama, the same thing. Suriname, the same thing. Canada, the same thing. Everybody, the same thing. So the time changed, but they want it to remain the same because they have their plan, what they want, and they only can actually survive by that plan. So it's an actual plan. So that's why them keep on selling the 2 last time. If you never give nobody else no time, and then the people them never exist, Carla. If they never exist, How can you can only point out on that point because you omitted them for the whole time. So how can they deliver? None of the overseas players them weren't coming to Jamaica to play because Mr. Spade and those guys had said that none of them wanted to turn up. It's we had to go and find them to come and play because people thought that they never wanted to come up to turn up. And then in U20 the last time, so much of them came in, some of them got turned back. And then now, after a couple of years later, you hear that, yes, we have a quota system that was not enforced the last time. And we're going to make sure it is enforced this time. So you know what now? At first, 2 years ago, they were saying that the man them never wanted to turn up. The guys them turned up. And now, the quota system never enforced. So we have to enforce it now. Because too much of them are turned up. Carla, these are factual things that I wanted to listen to that, you know.
Yeah, and there are so many other countries that wish they were in our position to where they have option. There are many countries that do, but there are some that don't. And they wish they were in our position where they can get more experienced players.
Facts.
To help develop the team. But we have it, and some of us just don't want to accept that that's a good thing. As I said, the better they perform, the more money that goes to the JFAF. Although, you know, I wish to see JFAF do better when they get that money. But at the end of the day, the more money goes to the JFAF, and that can help to develop the local players to get them to the standard that they should be. You know, like Richards, Bailey, you know, those are just a step in the right direction.
But Carla,
better development, there's more to come.
You have just spelled out my reason to be here in this space. That is what I told people from day one. Exactly what you just said, you know. If the better players come, it's not to take away from you. It's to actually, if you claim to say good, this is the opportunity that you will get because more money will be there available to open up more resources. So maybe the immediate Maggie and those guys won't get help, but everyone at 10 years old, it's more money to go in infrastructure to even improve them by the time they reach 15. And then the ones that are 6 will get the true improvement coming up for the next 10 years. But it will bring more money. And that's what I was trying to sell to people. But we have brother, we are all Jamaicans. We know what the problem is. We know exactly what the problem is. And I can tell people it will never stop. It will never stop.
I don't have proof, but I know that some of these or most of these overseas players, they don't do it for the money. When they come to play for Jamaica, do you think they're doing it for the money?
Wait, say you don't have proof? You don't need any proof. Mr. Spade came out and said, Michael Antonio PMO and Fear in my come here. And pay for other people as well too. So him say it out of him own mouth. So that tells you, say, the man don't want the money. Then and you hear the man tell us him come represent because him father didn't want to see him play for Jamaica. He tried to come and them reject him. So when we that hear say the youth them never want to come until them think them can represent Jamaica. This is one of the man who wanted to come at 25, earlier than 25, and they rejected him. When they came and look at him and he never played the game as how they wanted him to play. They never picked him. So brother, I think we just need to let go of these things and just be more empathetic and just respect and love people. And I think empathy is the word that we need to engrave on a stone in Jamaica. Empathy. Just be empathetic and life will be better. Straight up, you know?
Yeah. Agree. And, you know, I wish because something that's I want to point out is for these fans that are going, when the player decided they needed more time to make a decision or get themselves together before they select a team, an international team to play for, I just don't want to see the fan base, the Jamaican fan base, going on their pages and saying anything negative.
But Carla, I just tell you that empathy, we need to print in at the airport, print at the tax office, print at the birth paper office, print at the passport office, print down an actual jubilee, and then print it down public as well. Empathy. We need. I know me and you where they are foreigner do it. And the man them where they down there do it. Because they must say you take him brother space, or him cousin space, or him friend space. So, oh, you are come get big recognition. Brother, me have my Instagram page as well, you know. And me here, man, text me, oh, you can't tell me nothing, no. But Omari Hutchinson, your sister, the man, no, play for Jamaica. Every day, I come pick up for them youth and I want to talk about the local youth, them. Well, me never see nobody else buy them boots when me take up my money and go buy boots. So now there's a trot. You understand me? So I just saw them stay, brother. The man, them empathy-less. They have no reasoning ability. They don't want to reason. You have to give them what they want. Else they're going to come and take it from you. That's the new culture. All right? You don't chopping where I represent now, you know. What do you mean? You're track star, you know. I thought him can't resonate to Bob Marley, you know. You didn't even know it hurt me feeling, you know. Me I said, yes, so we're gone. Him can represent, him can understand more chopping. You know? So the chopping song them him can resonate to. And me I say, I said, yes, so we're gone to know. And I that them a embrace. We're mad out. You understand me? I'm mad out and we fi take a man things and you know everything that way we are glorified. We need to chop a man. And it's not with a cutlass. We need to go and take a person things what we never work for. So now that's why we want man in the team we never do nothing. And say, we are do a favor, you know, see I help out a youth. Okay, so by helping out one youth here, we fi make sure the rest of Jamaica feel. So through your son or your cousin, we need to help him and make the rest of Jamaica kids them under 6-year-old feel. Because we have to, brother, may I tell you, man. Yeah, man.
And I want to make one final point. As I said, I really need to see the JFF do better because I'm not sure if it's your show, but I heard someone saying that the players sometimes are sharing room. Like that shouldn't be a thing. So
sharing rooms
when they're on camp, that shouldn't be a thing. You know, these are professional players, and if the players are responsible for bringing so much money, I think they're responsible for bringing like 75% of the money that the JFF receive.
That is not accurate still. You know? The girls at this point. The girls are responsible for 75% of the money that comes in, aside from the FIFA allowance.
I said the players.
Okay, the players. Okay. Because not them money. So we now go give the man them credit when the girls them win them thing and do them thing. The man them not achieve nothing as yet.
No, so the players. When I say players, I'm talking about girls and female.
Yeah, man, but we have to make sure we say the girls them, you know, because I feel like the girls them get left out.
I mean, no, I mean both players. One's Jamaica, the female. The thing is, both female and male, if they don't go out there and perform on the field, then, you know, the better they do, the more money that comes to the JFF. And if they are the one that's responsible for bringing the income, why are they not treated better? Why are they? I mean, something needs to change. I think they are there to just, you know, help themselves. And that's when a player is having second thoughts about coming to play for Jamaica, I think that's one of the main reasons, because they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And I want my players to be happy. I want them. I mean, they should not be short of anything.
Okay, all right, all right.
You know, but
all right. I'm gonna ask for them.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
just want to make those couple points, and you know, always listening.
Yeah, man, and I wanted to call back in because sometimes you guys are giving me different angles to look at things. You know, so I really love it. So I might have to keep the calling a little bit more on these programs or specific programs because I can't give away my panel of the Jason Guna, Pastor, and Juras, even though sometimes in brain spaz out time does get mad and gone in business and I beat up everybody on the panel, but yeah. But today is the calling. Oh God, he's here. As soon as we call him, him turn up. Yes, all right. So Carla, big up and take care, yeah?
No worries.
All right, yeah. All right, so that is Kemar. Yeah, man. So, okay, you said the 75%. J. Ross, over the last over the installment period, which is the year and a half, the Reggae Boyz have not brought in close to what the Reggae Girls brought in, Girlz. The Reggae Girls brought in all the money that we pretty much made. We only got entry fees to things, pretty much. We only got entry fees to things, Girlz. Remember, JD, make football still get away with more support. Remember, we go to the semi of the Gold Cup. No, but the money, Girlz was 250,000. The money was 250,000, and we are not even sure because they said Mexico had to win for we to get the third place. So I don't even know how much money we truly get. So the man them, yes, Girlz, the man them was battling to get over close to 200,000 US dollars. The girls them, they were battling to get almost 3 million US dollars. Girlz, 1 million for the federation alone, and then each one of them 60,000 a piece. Girlz, you forgot Girlz. Come on, man, it's not even close. The girls, their money is way more than the man them because you can't put the FIFA money in. The FIFA money is for the federation and all football related matters. So it's not for girls or boys. So take it out. We never achieve that. But based on achievement, the girls they make more money than the boys them, and it's not even close. It's not even close, people. It is not even close. Girlz, not even close. We have to put some respect on the girls them name, man. Remember the money for World Cup. So look at Girlz, their work, man. Girlz, no man. We talked on this before, man, and talk up the money that the girls them make, man, are one of the biggest, and it's going to raise again in ladies football. It's going to raise again, and that's why I'm surprised that we're not getting it back together so fast. Because the money in football right now, look at how much money they got to participate in Gold Cup, ladies Gold Cup again. Money for football, me still not believe 75%. All right, so Girlz, if Jamaica man brought in 200,000, Girlz, maximum 200,000 US dollars maximum, and the next person bring in almost 3.1 odd million. In one outing, 200,000 and 3.5 million. Let me know if I 75% that, because it looked like a more than 75% in a Girlz. It looked like it touched around a good more. So maybe around 85 and a 75 Girlz, around 85. All right, so let me try say the ladies World Cup payout. Ladies World Cup payout, just to make sure. So let me, because that will bring up everything. All right, that will bring up everything. So Girlz could see. All right, because Girlz really a disrespect the ladies game. The bag of money where them get paid, you know. Yes, man, the money turn up this time, man. They had a lot of money, man. All right, so 110 million. Yes, but I wanted to. Okay. All right, so this is it. All right, so what they said, Girlz here, this starts with 1.87 million given to every team qualifying for the round of 16, which we did, rising to a minimum of 3 million for the two teams playing in the finals. All right, and they said below is the prize money amount for each stage of the tournament, excluding bonuses per player, and that has improved per round. All right, so this is the money that we made, and the money per player would have been 60,000. 60,000 per player. So type 60,000 times 23 players. Put that money together and then put this 1.8 million together and see how much money the girls them actually get. So let me put it together, Girlz, and you're going to see the astronomical amount of money that they have actually collected, which is nowhere close. Remember, Girlz, the only way the Reggae Boyz make this money, 60,000 times 23 would have, let me see, 60,000 times 23 would have given you 1.3 million, and then you would have plus it with the 1.87 million. All right. Oh my God, J-Russ. So 3.8 million J-Russ. They have garnered 3.8 million out of the World Cup only. 3.8 million. 3.1 million. So J-Russ, we have not got, the boys them have not gotten that money over the last 15 years of events. Over the last 15 years of competition. I would have to see that spreadsheet for them, the money that they brought in directly from tournament prizes. Nah, it doesn't matter when we made the finals, how much time we made the finals. We have not we have not made the girls them make so much more money than the boys them. It's incredible that we are not making the effort to get everything right fast enough. You know, yes, it's not comparable. I agree with you, J-Russ. I agree with you. The money that the guys them get paid to win events and also to qualify for World Cups is significantly more. I think it's going to jump to 12.8 million just to qualify this time around. So it's going to be more. It's going to be more, J-Russ. So I agree with you. The boys have the potential to bring in way more because they got 1.8. They get 1.2 million, I thought, just to participate in the first round. The guys them would have gotten 12 million just to participate in the first round. So the no audio? No audio? No man, my audio is still good. My audio is still good. Your maths is flawed. You are looking at gross income, not net. Once you take out the costs, the girls did not bring 75% of the income. So, give Henry, give me the entire total. Because remember, you know, what the public has as well is the actual physical number on the front that has to be taxed and everything, Henry. So it's going to go down just the same as how the girls them will go down. So give me the overall total the girls them get. Since you said you have something different, Henry, because I like the challenges, you know. All right, because we only can talk on what we have right here. So unless you have separate numbers from what the people that paid out the money said. All right, and I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying unless you can put that to the public. All right, yes. And am I not fair, Henry, in my statement to say that the same thing that you're talking about the girls them, it's the same thing that happens with the men's. So it's going to JD, aim don't play. I don't. So Jason, what I've just said, you think AIM can challenge what I've just said? When I said the same amount, the deduction for the ladies are the same for the guys as well. So at the same time, it might even rise further than the 75%. It might go to 85. All right? Yes. So AIM produced the documents. We are waiting on it. Did Demi take the red card to leave early for Nations League? I don't think so. He's not playing. Architect, big up yourself. Thanks again. Reggae Boys will never see that money ever. No. They will if they qualify. All right. All right, Jason. What the president said. How much money they should have received, because Henry acting like we never heard what they said. How much money, Jason, you are a keen listener and you are the master of English teaching. So Jason Ferran, tell me how much the actual Gensec said he got out of this money. How much he got. Take away the deals that they made with the girls them. Just how much money they got directly out of this. Argue that point, Jason. Argue that point. All right, argue that point because I saw you when I got the information on that, so you were there unless you weren't listening. All right, yes, and then I'm not gonna argue anything more. So Jason, what you're saying that the girls them don't bring in the money and they don't bring in the 75%. So tell me where the men's money coming from. Because every time I hear Mr. Sweet talk, they are saying that the guys are not bringing in the money and we are not turning over. And we are trying to clear up debts. But because of the cost to deal with these guys, it's so much. I have selective hearing, you know. Okay, only for AM Henry. I'm talking the payout. They will never get. Okay, but I don't know. I'm not going to talk on things that I don't know. This is things that was published. So I'm just asking, where are those fundings that the Reggae Boyz brought in? Because remember, you know, clearly that person never heard what I've said, you know. I have said, based on money that both teams brought in, not the FIFA money, because the Reggae Boyz, them don't bring in no FIFA money. FIFA gives that to federations. So we're talking about what the guys, them and the girls, them did. That is my premise that I'm arguing the conversation on. Our AM Henry answered. They may have brought in more, but not 75% in total when you minus the cost, which is substantially more. Okay. So all I'm saying is, but AM Henry, remember, you know, the 75, look like you never heard that I've said. I'm not talking the FIFA money, excluding the FIFA money, because FIFA money was upwards of 5 million and will get an increase. So we're not arguing that. Take that aside, but based on what both teams have brought in, that's what we're talking on. Like how much you have the overall money that they brought in over the last 5 years. The Reggae Boyz, I'm talking over the last 5 years, the money that they brought in, because I know what the Reggae Girls did in this one run was significantly more than what they have brought in the last 5 years. Obviously, we know that costs and things have to come out of it. That is true. But they still brought it in, you know? They still brought it in. Alright, bless up, guard. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Alright, what we're gonna do, I'm hoping, because the problem is, you know, Mr. Spade told me about a year that we could have gone onto the FIFA and get the invoice. To run through everything that's spent and stuff, and we could have gotten the answer. But every time I went on there, I don't see it. You know, the same year that he was talking about. So I could have put all of them together and then calculate them just to get the amount, so we could know. But I think people, this 3 million ad that came in with the girls, them this is maybe the biggest money that came in from any team. No, not if. This is the biggest money came in from any team since 1998. And 1998 was not 3 million you got to go to the World Cup. It was not at that time. Let me get the 1998. So maybe what the girls then brought in, overall the money that they got, the 3.8 million, might be the most Jamaica ever brought in from an event. But let me check to make sure. You know, let me check to make sure. Let me check to make sure. 1998 amount of money that you get when you qualified. Let me check. The girls did well in the World Cup itself. I'll always give them that. But let's be real. It's way harder for the men to qualify for the World Cup. Girlz, it's harder for the men to qualify for the World Cup. Oh, JD, that's almost 300 million JA, and no man, that's more than 300 million. That is every 1 million is 150 million. So the first 2 million is 300 million by itself. 300 plus million. So it's about 400 and maybe 450 to 470 million they got to participate here. Obviously, they had their spending. They had to spend to get them there. I heard about all of that. Yes, so when you subtract things, yes, but if you had to subtract things from day one. So it's going to divide. It's going to take away things from day one for every other event. All right. No. We're talking about things. We're talking about things. One second. I'm trying to find. They have said Raheem Sterling. It's a new low. Okay. So why are they beating Raheem Sterling so bad? The guy still has an assist. Okay, he missed 2 big chances. But he won a penalty and had an assist. Why are they always out? Alright, so AM says the JFF paid out more than 1.3 million to the girls in salary alone, plus they had to pay the supporting staff and other costs. That's what I've said, AM Henry. That's what I've said, That's what I've said. But I'm saying for all, yes, he missed the penalty, but he won a penalty as well. And he made an assist, but they are writing up on Saka Sofa, Raheem Sterling, it's a new low against Leicester City. Whatever, man. They're always beating Raheem Sterling. They're just eating on that guy, man. Damn. Guys, we need 30 more subscribers to hit 9,900. Alright? Yes, but I'm trying. Good morning. Did they recall Leon Bailey? For what reason? Rain Scorpion? I'm trying to get the 1998 World Cup men's payout. Alright, let me try and get that to see. 1998 World Cup payout. Even though we have to do inflation. Inflation as well. Yes, even though we have to do inflation. Men. Alright, okay, yeah, man. World Cup 1998. No, we need 1998. Only 1998. Why we ain't getting 1998? World Cup prize money. Alright, so this is a breakdown. 1998 they said is included. So let me see if I can find 1998. Because the girls, they might have made the most money ever for Jamaica, Obviously more paid out, So let me see to qualify for 1998. Because if that's so. Alright, so 1998 is 6 million. Hold on. Alright, so. Alright, increase of 4 million. Prize money. Okay, I think to win it was 6 million. To win it was 6 million, so I want to find out how much to enter. Alright? I know it's up to 42 million. Up to 42 million in 2022 to win it. Alright? So I think maybe a fraction of that, maybe 1.5 million to qualify. Maybe around 1.5 million to qualify. But I'm going to get the exact fee money. Because that simply means the girls, even though if you change to inflation in 2024, 1.5, 3 million, 1.7 million, 1.8 million would be slightly more than 3 million at this point. Yes, so Mitchell said, while EPA people sound extremely happy, say Bailey gets suspended. Cause when him and cause when him not play. I don't know, Mitchell. Yes, inflation would definitely push it up. Yes, so I'm not gonna, but I'm just trying to show you that the money that they got in ladies football, which is growing because they have just tried to pump $1 billion more into the sport. So by the next time they go up to the World Cup, it might be the exact money, 12 million per qualification. Just watch. It might jump to 12 million per qualification by the next ladies game. Because I think you guys are not checking. But ladies games are being sold out more than a lot of men's game. They're full in stadiums. The other day, they had In Mexico, the biggest growth in Mexico, 38,000, a packed stadium in Mexico. So it's not just in Europe, the Barcelonas and stuff. It's coming straight into the Americas region as well. So the ladies game is growing ridiculous because they said the ticket sales for the last World Cup of the ladies is over almost 45 times more money it sells. More than 45 times more. Ridiculous. The amount of money spending in ladies football now. Alright? So that's over all World Cups. Yes, this World Cup was ridiculously more. So that's why I just want ladies football keep pushing. A good thing now, what we could have used to improve our ladies football, they have introduced a Concacaf, like what we have the Concacaf Champions Leagues for men. We are going to have a Concacaf League for ladies. It's coming out now. So I'm hoping that we get these ladies ready. Whichever lady we have, just get them put on some leagues. We said we are putting on the league, so make sure we have people turning up for those leagues to try and get them ready. So this is a next opportunity for we to get the ladies them even more ready to compete with the rest of the selection pool. So we are getting a load of opportunity for local girls to develop, because competitions are flying now. So clubs will get that incentive to put ladies on their teams, make ladies teams, and try to go into the CONCACAF. Money is in it, people. Money is in it. All right, good for him. England people don't like Sterling and treat him like an outcast. He should have played, but he wanted to play for Jamaica, and that's one thing I'm not going to make you tell me foolishness about, because I was in Marvelly with Sterling when people said he wanted to play for Jamaica. So you guys are not going to fool me, and I will not listen to any JFF foolishness about to sell Sterling to any place like I'm an idiot. I was in Jamaica at that time, and that is one lie I'm not going to take. Alright? Yes. Sterling wanted to play for Jamaica from very, very young. From very, very young, people. That is not true. The guy never turned down no Jamaica. Alright? Yes. Quality player. And he did his career well. And did England well as... so, yeah. Some man in the stream have girls... Okay. Whatever. I don't know why. Stadium pack to see Denden score in Mexico. JD, did you listen to the leak voice recording from JFF? No. Because we were talking about all football so far. I never knew that I had a leak voice note that I should have listened to. Sterling spent millions in him. Yeah, man, Sterling is a good guy, man. Don't let people fool you, people. Alright, Sterling never turned on no Jamaica. I don't know what is wrong with us. Alright, guys, how far you think Hutchinson, because Hutchinson, when he left, 1 million at 19 years old, then 3 million in October. So between November 2022 to October 2023, he jumps to 3 million, and then now in March, he's at 4.5 million. How much you think Omari Hutchinson will leave the year valuing on like just flash market value? They are going to always go more than this. But how much you think he's going to finish the year valuing? Because he's already about the 6th highest rated highest valued Jamaican player, already the 6th, So I think he's going to end up as the 2nd highest rated, like, valued Jamaican. The 2nd. I think he's going to go up to around 12 million. Maybe, yeah, by the end of the year, yes, I think he can reach 12 million. Between 7 and 12, that's where his market value will go. Alright, Jason Guna says 10 million. Martin said 10 to 12. Yes, 7 million. David, by the updates, by the next 3 matches, he might pass 7 million. He's already at 4.5, and he jumps that in couple months. So 7 million is realistic as well. That is true. But I think he's gonna pass 7 million. I think around 10 million will be the right mark. Who is the highest valued Jamaican? That should be Leon Bailey. The highest valued Jamaican is Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey, market value. Bailey. Leon Bailey should be the highest. Let me show you. Leon Bailey should be the highest. Alright, so where is Leon Bailey? Leon Bailey is at 35 million now, and he might go up to 40 million, 45 million after the year finishes, because he's doing well. Alright, let me show you his trajectory and his valuation. He came through 11 million, jumped to 2018 to 45, so he was valued 45 million at one point, dropped down to 35 to 40. And then he makes the move to Aston Villa at 35, dropped down to 32, dropped down to 25. So 25 was his low market. He started the year at 25 million, and then he jumped to 28 to 30, and now he's at 35. So he's putting up back his market value, all right? But his highest market value was 45 million. All right, Markland, big up yourself. JD, do you think JD, do you think we don't want Omari doing well? So not go on England radar, cause England. No, I want him to do as well as possible. I want him to do well as possible. Shamar is on the bench. I think Shamar might jump up to all 7 million at the end of the year, you know. Alright, Shamar. Ethan Pinnock is getting older, so it's hard for Ethan Pinnock to value more. Dexter Lembekisa is highly rated as well. KC Palmer will be running up. Shamar is valued 4 million. Damn. Shamar market value a drop. Damn. And he's doing well, so I don't know why. Oh, he's 27. Hutchinson is 20, you know. Yeah, so Shamar drop low. Let me see Mikel Antonio. I know that Ethan Pinnock, even being older, he's still highly rated, like his valuation. So Ethan Pinnock is at 15 million. Oh, damn. Ethan Pinnock is the second, no, around the third, Cadamarteri Gray. And Ethan Pinnock is 30, but still at 15 million. Alright. Antonio. Mikel Antonio, where is Antonio? Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio is at 6 million. So Mikel Antonio drops. Mikel Antonio is dropped significant. So now you have to look at Demara, I agree. So oh damn, our squad is aging out, you know. They are dropping value. Damara Gray's dropped to 10 million. So I think that Saudi move definitely hurt him. That Saudi move hurt Damara Gray at this point. Definitely hurt Damara Gray. 10 million. See it, he was at 22 million the last time, 20 million, and he moves to Saudi and dropped to 10 million. So even though he's doing well, even though he's doing well in Saudi, they don't rate him because he moves to from the Premier League and dropped half of his market value, you know. Alright, so let me just go to the Jamaica team and then pick up all the other guys on the Jamaica team just to show you the market value. But Lembekisa and those guys, alright, our team at this point values 44 million. 44 million our team values. I think some of them don't have any valuation on it, so it might value a little bit more. Alright, so this is our team values. Andre Blake 2 million. Andre Blake is 33. Lati Bodier is up 2.5 million. Deshaun Bernard 1.5 million. That's gonna go up as well. Damian Lowe 600,000. Michael Hector 300,000. Richard King 50,000. Oh Lord, Lishan Kick 22, 50,000. Greg Lee 225,000. And Dexter Lamekisa 3 million. This is going to rise as well. Tavan Gray 1.5 million. Karai Anderson 125. This is definitely going to rise. Karai Anderson is going to go up to around 600,000. Bobby Reed 6 million. Casey Palmer 1 million. If this guy can stay fit, he should have been easy well a $10 million player. Casey Palmer. Daniel Johnson 800,000. Demar Gray is the highest rated player in it, 10 million. Cephas is at 1.5 million, which is impressive. Cephas is at barely spending millions in Jamaica for charity. Cephas at 1.5 million at 24 years old. Jamal Lowe at 1.5 million, just the same. Michael Antonio still topping 6 million. Shamar Nichols 400,000. So the big players them are the Michael Antonio, Damari Gray, and the rest of them, and Lembekisa. Lembekisa would be the third highest rated player on the list. Shamar would be the third, and Lembekisa would be the fourth. All right. Yes, so definitely it shows you even on the money side, our squad drops significantly. Alright? So it's, yeah, 2-1 Chelsea. Yeah, I'm surprised that Boza is at 4 million because the guy performed well this season. You know, I'm not accepting that. I think Boza should have been at least a 7 million. Cephas is where I'm surprised that he jumped to 1.5 million. Cephas, so Cephas is in the highest rated local players. Cephas is valued 2 times, 2 plus times Damian Lowe. Alright, so he's way younger than Damian Lowe, but that tells you that he's highly rated, you know. 1.5 million at 24 coming from Jamaica is good enough for me. Yes, but I did that, Jason. I did that. For who I should do the highest and lowest for? Whisper should be at 2 million Whisper should be at 2 million by next year. Boy, Brando, you're desperate, you know, man. My goodness, the man that depend this, and you can't even. I swear things a Brando family whisper. I mean, can't understand this. So true, Cephas, they're 1.5 million. True, no man, these are euros, man. These are euros. These are euros. RR. These are in Jamaican. It's billions, if not zillions. Some of these values, these ballers value. Now Whisper is valued $0. Zero. He has no value until he starts to do something. Then they're gonna evaluate him, and then decides. Yes. So respect to Cephas, he went somewhere, Brando, and make his market value went up. So give the man some credit and stop the start about somebody else. No, Lord. So if we do conversion, no man, if it's JMD, if it changes currency, man, you're gonna see some ridiculous money. 10 million here would have been over $1 billion. Jamaican, 10 million euros would have been, this would have been close to $1 billion. 6 million euros would have been close to $1 billion, around 800 million Jamaican, and the 10 million would have been over $1 billion. The 4 million would have been $500 million Jamaican. Yes. Jamaica Gold Cup value. The Gold Cup value is at 44 million. 44 million, which is around Jamaican value, around a couple billion, well, maybe around what you would have put at? Maybe around 6, how much billion that is? 44 million would have been every 7,000 euros would have been $1 billion. So around it'll be around close to 10 billion and something like that. Or no, around 7.5 billion, something like that. So it's a lot. Check out the US market value. Jesus, guys, only Chris Smith would have said something like that. Only Chris Smith. Only people, remember to hit the like button here. So let me see if we have passed 100 likes on this video. Because if I'm seeing 4 likes, the disrespect, all right, for our quality. I've been clearing up the information. Chris Smith, we have 117 hours. People do better than that. We're just on 130 likes. I'm not going to accept that. Get that 200 likes in the next 10 minutes. So we have 8 more minutes to hit the like button. People, get the likes up, man. We can't be styling quality. All right? Quality. Let me see USA, United States team. All right, so United States team is 7 million under 300 million. 7 million shy under 300. All right, so they have one of the highest rated squads with Mexico. All right, yes. So people do better than that with the likes, guys. Get the likes up. Get the likes. Get the likes up. Yes, we need a couple more to reach 150, but we need to go to 200. All right, yeah, man. Get the likes up. All right, yes. 293 million USA squad values. All right, Matt Turner down to 9 million. Arvat 1.5 million. Chris Richards, he is going to reach 25-30 million. Very good player. 10 million. Mark McKenzie 7 million. Miles Robinson 5 million. Anthony Robinson 20 million. He's having some good games. I know Singh said Bailey toast him. You know, Sergino Dest 18 million. This youth was a super wonder kid, you know, man. This man should have been 100 million by now. You know, Joe Scully 12 million. Tyler Adams just 18 million. Obviously his injury 1 year definitely hampered him. He would have easily be 45 million, because that's the type of quality player he is. Tyler Adams, very, very good. Weston McKennie, I think he's a next $50 million player that they disrespect, you know, because I think he's the best player for United States, you know, people. He is the best player for United States, but a lot of people don't see it as me. Obviously, Americans, some agree with me, but some don't. Yunus Musa, he's rapidly rising, 23 million. He's going to go to easily 50 million by next year. He has the quality as well. Timothy Way, 14 million. He needs to put in some work. I think he has a valuation of maybe close to 25 million. Giovanni Reina, he could be a 50, 60, 70 million dollar player, but he needs time and the right nurturing. So 20 million at 21 years old, even though at one point he was rated higher than this. Tilmar, 12 million, and Pulisic at 32 million. He's having an incredible season, so I think at the end of the year, he's going to go up close to 45 million. All right? Yes, because he's having a very good season in our competition. Then you have Balagan, 22-year-old, 30 million. Josh Sargent tearing up the championship, so he's at 12 million. Ricardo Pepi at 21, 11 million, and he's doing good for himself as well. I think he's an underrated striker for United States, you know. All right, Pepe, you know, he's an underrated striker for United States. Yeah, they are blessed with good strikers, no, because Sargent, Balagan, and Pepe, those are 3 good players. So that is the squad for United States, people. That is the squad for United States. Let me see if you guys got the like up to where we want it. Okay, 147. All right, so we're not far from the number that we want, people. Get the likes up. Yeah. So they have some quality players, guys. They have some quality players. United States is not a team that we should be playing around with, you know. They have some quality players. It's not I know that money don't tell you everything, but all of these guys, they are not just valued this. They are putting out the performances to match their valuation, all right? Just like our players as well. Sargent will rise and Pepe. Yeah, man. Both of them will rise at the end of the year. For me. Thanks to the 150 likes, people. Yeah, man. Keep on getting us up there. We are coming to the end, you know, of the stream, to be honest. Yes, we have covered all the points. Hutchinson turning down England, but that makes more sense in the end for the arguments that we were having. So now we can kill the arguments, and anytime you see people trying to fabricate news, you can call them out, you know, because some of these people ain't good. They don't want what we want, what we know is the truth, because they benefit off the other things. All right, so always look at it from that standpoint, you know. Yeah, so we're glad that these things die down. Cadamarteri, we will try to get the information from Mr. Speed. Obviously, the election, you guys said the election will be held today, so or yesterday, whatever it is, because I don't really care about these things. So I don't investigate anything. I keep up. I'm just on players and football, people. So that's why people can't question me on football, you know, because I don't really cover anything more than just football. I don't really care about the other things, to be honest. Yeah. Poor Chelsea. Oh, is it 2-2 now? Okay. Leicester is a good team, you know. Hell Granero. So JD Bailey valued higher than the USA player. Yeah man. Yeah. 35 million, Mr. Revolution. Yeah. Because remember, the Premier League have a lot to do with it, you know. If Pulisic was doing the same thing in the Premier League, they would have put the valuation up, because the set resale is there and stuff, you know. Yeah. But Pulisic is going to jump to maybe 40 million. I think him and Leon Bailey will be in the same position after this thing finishes. Yeah, you know, yeah. So let us see at the end of the year who values more. All right, yeah, because two of them having maybe their best seasons in their entire career, both of them at the same time. So that is what it is. All right, yeah. So people, I'm going to make you. I am not going to say that I am not going to say the wrong thing, because I know you guys, oh, you guys stay. All right. So I'm not going to say the wrong thing, because one day, people, JD, did you do your research on John? No, you told me last time, but I've not gotten around it. Lee Young. I'm not the last time. Pull up Bailey's Cadamarteri Instagram, JD. I'm not gonna pull up nothing, you know. Jason, just tell me what I say, no, man. Alright, just tell me what I say. And no stress me out, big man. Alright. Yes, I've come to the end of the show, and you want me to remix the show to 35 more minutes. Good Lord. Just tell me what it's saying, Jason. Alright? Yes, let me pull up because I don't even have Cadamarteri's Instagram. What England call-up did he get? Senior or youth? I think it's the 21s. 21s, he said. But it doesn't matter, because he wouldn't get called up for the senior team. You understand me? Alright, so let me see. Bailey, Cadamarteri. Alright, so you said pull up his again. Okay, Jason, I've not seen anything, so you waste my time. Alright? Big up yourself, Jamaican Guna, massive respect. Alright? So Brando, it doesn't matter which call up he gets. Remix JD. Me just pull in. Alright? No, me not remix nothing. The stream done. Alright? Good morning, JD. Me just a reach. Well, Kush. A morning, you know. Me have to deal with some KFC, you know. Me have to roll out, you know. Yeah, man. Bunny Shaw just scored for City. Yeah, nice. Okay, well, me stressed out, you know, Jason. I'm going to get my KFC, you know, up and running. Alright, so people, U19, he can't want near the U21s. Okay, alright, so people, smash the like button on your way out. I am out. Thanks for being here, and we have covered a lot of topics and cleared up a lot of points that I think will not be rolling around in this space anymore. Give the player them time to do them thing. Alright, yeah, man.